Within the term of descriptive writing, there's also visual writing. You heard me talk earlier about visualizing. Now we're going to go over how you help your reader visualize what it is that you, the writer, see. There are 5 basic tips to remember when writing visually and descriptively. These are all elements of grammar. They are the participle, the absolute, the appositive, adjectives shifted out of order, and action verbs. The participle is an ing verb placed at the beginning or end of a sentence. These participles evoke action. Let's do an example. We'll start with a simple sentence: the diamondback water snake attacked its prey. We want to add participles to the front of this sentence. I'm going to use hissing, slithering, and coiling. So now the sentence reads: hissing, slithering, and coiling, the diamondback snake attacked its prey. Now our reader can picture how the snake looked as it attacked. This adds description to the original bland sentence, and as we said before, the participles give motion to the scene. The next tip is using an absolute. An absolute adds description to a noun, a subject, or a phrase acting as a noun by adding a 2-word phrase that creates more vivid descriptions. In other words, it is a simple noun with a participle. So let's practice. The mountain climber edged along the cliff. The absolutes that we will add are hands shaking and feet trembling because we want our reader to visualize what it is the climber is experiencing. Our new sentence reads: the mountain climber edged along the cliff, hands shaking, feet trembling. Do you see what this does for the sentence? We could have said something like, the mountain climber edged along the cliff, feet gliding and heart soaring. What does this now do to the sentence? Does it change the way we picture the scene? It should. These word choices evoke a completely different mood for the reader. Third, we have an appositive. This is the noun or phrase that adds a second description, image, or idea to a previous noun. So basically, you are renaming a noun. Let's practice. Our sentence is: the boat bobbed lifelessly in the water. Now let's add our appositive. The sentence now reads: the boat, a small weathered vessel with a faded inscription on the stern, bobbed lifelessly in the water. Could you picture the boat? This is the kind of writing that helps readers pay attention to the details that you are placing within your story. The 4th tip is to shift your adjectives out of order. Let's use the example: the angry one-armed man broke into the house and shattered the vase. We are going to take the adjectives angry and one-armed and switch places with man. Our sentence now reads: the man, one-armed and angry, broke into the house. This helps us to better visualize the man describing his features after he has been identified. The last tip is using action verbs. The key here is to focus away from passive voice. Verbs that focus on passive voice are most easily recognized as be verbs. These are am, are, is, was, were, be, being, been. Instead of using these to be verbs, use verbs that connote actions instead of states of being. Let's look at our last example. We were on the edge of the cliff, waiting desperately for the overdue rescue team. I'm going to change it now to we clung desperately to the edge of the cliff, waiting on the overdue rescue team. The verb clung replaces were. Now readers are given a better understanding of the emotions the climbers feel. This will help make your writing vivid and descriptive, and lastly, more enjoyable for your reader. Well, there you have it. How to be a successful descriptive writer. Best of luck in all of your writing endeavors.